In the sun-drenched savannas of Africa, where the wind whispers tales of survival and the relentless pursuit of prey, an unusual horror lurks amidst the beauty. Picture a cheetah, the embodiment of speed and grace, yet now it stands as a grotesque testament to the horrors of nature. A horrifying barnacle wound glistens on its flank, a bizarre and unsettling spectacle that seems plucked from the very pages of a macabre horror story. At first glance, you may question what brings such a horrifying affliction to this magnificent creature. But as we delve deeper, prepare to uncover a world where nature's brutality dances hand in hand with the grotesque. Barnacles, these unassuming crustaceans, are often associated with ships and rocks, but in an astonishing twist, they have found themselves a new home, the fur of unsuspecting animals. It is rare, perhaps even bizarre, but barnacle infestations can occur on larger mammals, including our agile predator. These malevolent hitchhikers latch onto the cheetah's skin, embedding themselves into the fur like grotesque ornaments. They feast not only on moisture and debris, but also on the very blood of their host as they burrow deeper, causing irritation and severe inflammation. The wound festers, a painful and distressing sight, transforming the cheetah's once pristine coat into a battleground of survival against its own body. This macabre relationship is indicative of nature's unyielding horror and beauty combined. What may seem like a random act of nature is, in fact, a startling reminder of the delicate balance between species. Such infestations are a cry for help, a reflection of a habitat troubled by climate change and human encroachment. The very ecosystem that once nurtured this cheetah has turned hostile, forcing it into a state of vulnerability that many may not survive. The barnacles, while sinister in their attachment, are merely surviving in a world increasingly dominated by humans. Our activities have disrupted the natural order, leaving these animals to grapple for their very existence, while inadvertently becoming hosts for creatures that would normally thrive away from such foes. Perhaps the true horror lies not solely in the barnacle infestation, but in the awareness that we, as stewards of this planet, have neglected. In the heart of a sun-drenched pasture, where the air is thick with the sweet scent of wildflowers, a dark and unsettling scene unfolds. Picture an ox, a creature typically associated with strength and resilience, now reduced to a grotesque tableau of suffering. Its once mighty frame is marred by a horrific wound, a gaping cavity that seems to pulse with life, but not the kind one would hope for. This is no ordinary injury. It is the result of a bee infestation that has taken hold in a most disturbing manner. As we draw closer, the sight becomes increasingly repulsive. The wound, a festering hive, is alive with the frantic movement of bees, their tiny bodies writhing in a chaotic dance. They buzz incessantly, a sinister symphony of nature's darker side, as they burrow deeper into the flesh of the ox, seeking refuge and sustenance in a place that should be a sanctuary. The ox, a gentle giant, stands helplessly as the bees invade its body, turning it into a living host for their colony. This is not merely a case of bad luck. It is a stark reminder of the intricate and often brutal relationships that exist within the natural world. The bees, driven by instinct, have found a perfect breeding ground in the soft tissue of the ox, where they can thrive and multiply. The wound, once a simple cut or scrape, has become a hive of activity, a grotesque nursery for the next generation of bees. The ox's body, a canvas of suffering, tells a story of survival, but not in the way one might expect. As we delve deeper into this unsettling phenomenon, we must confront the reality of bee infestations. These tiny creatures, often celebrated for their role in pollination and honey production, can also become agents of destruction when their instincts lead them astray. In the heart of the wild, amidst the lush greenery and unyielding landscapes, lies a creature so magnificent, so rare, that when it steps into view, nature seems to sparkle a little brighter. This is the white lion, an embodiment of elegance and power. But today, as we follow its journey, we uncover a dark, grotesque secret lurking beneath its snowy fur beauty. A horrific wound inflicted by a relentless swarm of bees. As we zoom in on this majestic yet tormented beast, we are thrust into a world where nature's brutality and elegance collide. Imagine, if you will, a once proud lion, now a mere shadow of its former self. We observe it now in a grim tableau, the magnificent white fur marred by the angry, swollen welts of a beehive wound. This grievous injury tells a haunting tale of infestation, a scene reminiscent of a horror movie where the lines between predator and prey blur into something nightmarish. The royal mane that once flowed with regal ease now clings to its sweat-soaked neck, revealing the torment it endures. The bees, small yet formidable, have descended upon this lion like demons from the abyss, driven by an instinct that is simultaneously indifferent and terrifying. In the natural world, bees are the unsung heroes of pollination, fostering life and vibrant ecosystems. Yet, when their colonies expand unchecked, the balance tilts perilously in favor of chaos. Here, we witness the impact of overpopulation. The white lion, in its pursuit of sustenance, unwittingly trespasses into a hive, triggering a catastrophic response from its furious protectors. In an instant, the air thickens with the furious hum of thousands of wings, a cacophony that may send shivers down anyone's spine. The lion, caught in the unexpected crossfire, suffers a brutal assault, not from a fierce predator, but from tiny warriors fueled by their instinct to defend. As we track this heart-wrenching saga, we also unveil the intricacies of infestation. The beehive wound is not simply an external injury. It is a complex interplay of anatomy and nature's fortitude. Each bite and sting deploys venom into the lion's bloodstream, causing inflammation and an agonizing collage of symptoms, a painful swelling, severe itching, and in the worst cases, anaphylaxis. In a quiet pasture, where the gentle breeze rustles through the grass and the sun bathes the land in its golden glow, a startling sight appears. A majestic white horse, its coat sparkling with an otherworldly sheen, yet marred by a grotesque wound. This is not just any ordinary affliction. No, this horse has fallen prey to a barnacle infestation, an affliction so appalling that it stirs a visceral reaction in even the most stoic of souls. Imagine a living canvas, its beauty tarnished by the horrors of nature. Barnacles, those seemingly innocuous sea creatures, have claimed this noble beast as their unwitting host. With their hard, salt-crusted shells and unsettling ability to latch onto any surface, these persistent parasites have transformed the horse's once pristine skin into a jarring tableau of nature's darker side. As we delve deeper into this bizarre phenomenon, the true horror of barnacle infestation reveals itself. These marine mollusks, typically found clinging to rocks and boats, can become embedded in the skin of unsuspecting animals, using their antennae to anchor down in a grip that can lead to severe disfigurement and suffering. The horse's wound tells a grim story, a festering in the heart of the African savanna, where the ferocity of nature unfolds every day. An unexpected horror lurks beneath the golden mane of a lion, with majestic stature tarnished by a wound. Unlike any other, this king of the jungle bears the dreadful burden of a barnacle infestation. Imagine a creature like this, imbued with strength, pride, and the innate power to command its territory, now painfully compromised, grotesquely adorned with crustaceans that cling with dreadful tenacity. It's a scene that jolts the senses, a gruesome yet fascinating testament to the unforgiving ways of the natural world, leaving us to question, how did it come to this? Barnacles, typically found hitching rides on the shells of turtles and the bottoms of ships, have chosen a most peculiar host. Their hard calcified shells, resembling miniature volcanoes sprouting from the lion's skin, reveal an infestation gone awry. Each barnacle, a result of a reproductive frenzy, attaches itself with a grip stronger than any predator would expect. Through their specialized appendages, they bore into the lion's flesh, drawing sustenance. The lion, once resplendent in its ferocity, now suffers from the slow agony of a parasitic relationship, an unwanted neighbor with an insatiable appetite. Blood and infection mingle beneath the surface, as these crustaceans thrive in a symbiotic horror that only nature could conceive. As we delve deeper into the science of this macabre spectacle, it becomes clear that the barnacle infestation is not merely an oddity, but a reflection of the complex interactions within ecosystems. What may appear gruesome is, in essence, an intricate dance of survival, a stark reminder of the brutal realities that govern life and death in the animal kingdom. Yet, amidst this dark tableau lies a cautionary tale for humanity. The health of ecosystems is fragile, and our interference can lead to disastrous results. Overfishing, pollution, and climate change all serve to disrupt natural balances, allowing diseases and parasites to flourish unchecked. We must recognize that what happens to wildlife today may echo through our own lives tomorrow. So, as we ponder the lion's horrific plight